Right, welcome guys. After spending 3 years in development, they have cancelled the Warner Brothers Wonder Woman game. But that may be great because it sounds, in terms of new details that have been revealed, like a disaster. Like everyone would have hated it. Like the Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. Like that game, basically. So, yeah, good times that it's been cancelled, I think. It'll be interesting to see these details and what you guys think of them anyway. So we're going to dive into that today. Please do hit subscribe. Please do turn those bell notifications on if you're a returning viewer that is not yet subscribed. And also, guys, returning subscribers that like what I do here. I don't plug it enough, but I do need to, because obviously YouTube is pretty terrible these days. Please do support me on my Patreon if you like what I do here and you want to support me further. Patreon is linked down below. Please do check it out. Anyway, so the details are awful, basically. They are terrible. They're not good. So new details have emerged about the Wonder Woman video game, including a possible reason for its cancellation. Outside, of course, the one which they gave, because Warner Brothers has given an explanation courtesy of Kotaku. I actually covered that just in my previous video. But basically, it might be because the game was going to be woke AF. And you'd think Warner Brothers and Warner Brothers games would be like allergic to that right now. So, and the reason why is because they did lose, and they admitted this, $200 million due to Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. $200 million lost on a game when they've been incredibly successful with Hogwarts Legacy. What a disaster. But they say this. So it's likely they didn't want to make the same mistake twice. It's more that they can't afford. Well, they didn't want to, but obviously they can't afford to make the same mistake twice. That's insane sums of money. The Wonder Woman game was also announced after the woke disaster that was Wonder Woman 1984. Did it? Featured a male rape scene. I don't remember that, but okay. So interestingly, reports suggest that Warner Brothers has already sunk $100 million into the Wonder Woman game. That I can believe. It was announced in 2021. They've spent 3 years on it. So yeah, I mean, yeah, $100 million is fair. In fact, I'm surprised it's not more. I'm surprised it wasn't basically ready to go. But it says this: if the claims below are true, the game didn't stall or fail, so why did Warner Brothers cancel it? In their announcement, Warner Brothers Games confirmed they are instead focusing on proven IPs, which includes Harry Potter, Mortal Kombat, DC, and Game of Thrones. DC and Batman specifically, I think they're trying to get Rocksteady to do another game, to be fair, is what last we heard. So in related news, Chinese company NetEase recently fired the Seattle-based developers from Marvel Rivals, said to be because they're lazy, entitled, slow, and woke, which is true. But basically, what's this? The world really needed the story we were telling. So alarm bells go off when it is learned that the Wonder Woman video game, quote, had a fantastic and deeply meaningful story. Okay. That in and unto itself isn't bad. But wait, there's more. A developer working on the game who goes by Tracy and uses they, them pronouns added, especially in these really difficult times, I felt the world really needed the story we were telling. Right, okay. I mean, your entire worldview is skewed through intersectionality and victimhood and grievance politics, right? So if that's what your entire worldview is based on, which it's going to be, this is that kind of individual. No, the story you were telling is surplus to requirements. In fact, it's detrimental. It's negative. No one needed that. No one needed that at all. So the Wonder Woman game seems woke because it sounds like it would have been all about sending the message instead of delivering a quality story and gameplay experience. Many franchises have taken a similar approach, leading to well-documented failures, including Disney, Star Wars, Marvel, Doctor Who, and others. So Grums, who does some video game journalism basically on Twitter, says if this is true about Wonder Woman, the phrase "I felt the world really needed the story we're telling" actually means we were ready to turn our game into a propaganda tool to resist and own the chuds, in which case we're lucky the game's cancelled. All the layoffs have affected Western and mostly US studios, whilst the rest of the industry has thrived. There is a direct correlation between the amount of infection by the woke mind virus and the death of studios. It doesn't have to be this way, which is really, really true. And this is the Monolith developer for Wonder Woman. I mean, this is just nonsense. I mean, what is this crap? Them. Come on now, behave. Gail Simone was also a consultant on the game. Gail Simone is famously insufferable and woke, and wrote, has written comic books and said if you don't like my politics, don't buy it, and all this kind of crap. So further red flags come when it is learned that DC Comics writer Gail Simone served as a consultant on the game. Simone is reportedly part of a woke group of female and trans comic book creators known as the Whisper Network, which aims to cancel and harass male comic book creators whilst replacing them with its own members. Simone also had a meltdown when Trump won the re-election, which is hilarious, so TDS. So she says this: okay, regarding the Wonder Woman video game, others have already revealed elsewhere that I was a consultant on this game, so that cheater is out of the bag. I want to say a couple of important things about the team who made it. Let's have a look on this and sort of see what they were saying. I was asked to do long-term consultant on the game, and I was thrilled to do it. It was a perfect storm of stuff I adore. Wonder Woman video games, and one of my favourite studios, Monolith, who produced the Game of the Year, Mordor games, that I was completely addicted to. The game was gorgeous and expansive. It was beautiful to look at. I'm not going to give details for a number of reasons, but every effort was made to make this not just a great game, but a great Wonder Woman game, a showpiece epic. And all of that was because of the team. Everyone who worked on it brought their A game. Programmers, artists, designers, everyone. I don't know that I have ever worked with a team that cared more about making sure the end product was perfect. It was a dream come true. Wonder Woman had a dream team, and they put their all into it. They made sure it had Wonder Woman and DC lore on every aspect of the game. And subverted, I'm sure. I know there's a lot of finger pointing going on, and everybody I worked with from Monolith to Warner Brothers both was enthusiastic and supportive. Everyone wanted to make the best game ever. Sometimes you give your all and it doesn't work out, but that was an amazing team, and I can only hope they continue to make brilliant games. Someone's going to snap them all up and set an industry standard, I know it. Bro, if they're all fired and the game's cancelled, it can't have been that good. It just cannot be that good. It cannot have been that good. Sorry. It's just not happening. So there you go. Maybe we dodged a bullet. Again, if Gail Simone is saying that she liked it, yeah, probably good. I'm surprised she doesn't have pronouns in her bio, to be fair. So there you go. I don't have much else to say. Maybe we dodged a bullet like Wonder Woman does. Anyway, cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.